Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Augustus, and I'm back again with another episode of Tsukihime. When we last left off, disappointment, mostly, to be fair. Arc is acting very strange and I think it was described as almost giving in to the temptation to drink our blood. But, I very, 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 very vaguely skimmed through the last of what happened at the end of last episode, where I said, hey, new ending. From what I could tell, it was the exact same. It was the exact same scene, just numbered differently in the flowchart. I could not tell a difference. If there is a difference, I apologize, but, it is what it is, I guess. It was so disappointing, as a matter of fact, because there wasn't even a CL Sensei lesson telling you, hey, this is how you fucked up. But nope, nothing, not a thing. Just disappointment for what seemed like a repeated scene. But this time, we're going to hope for a non-repeated scene, because the scene number is different and the number for the lesson is different. So, let's get into it, shall we? Let's go check the school, perhaps. Concerned about what happened this afternoon, I came to my school. Thinking back, Arcueid was strange when we were here earlier. There's no logic to it, but if she's just wandering around, I think she may end up here. There's no sign of anyone, not even a single sound. But still, I feel like there's someone in the building. Something. Without the presence of the sun, the school building has changed into an ominous place. Let's go in, Shiki. I don't have time to hesitate. Encouraging myself verbally, I walk inside the building. There's no one on the first floor. I feel a numb sensation behind my neck. Ignoring it, I walk up to the second floor. I arrive on the second floor. No one here. No one here. No one here. But on my back, a soft, cold sensation like the belly of a snake covers me. Who's there? I whirl around. I think there was... I hear a stabbing sound, and the next instant, my chest is sliced open. Blood flows forth. I'm stabbed from behind as if to open my old wound. My body falls. I don't know what's going on. Everything fades. In the last instant, I see a scene from a distant summer repeating in my mind. That was actually quicker than I thought it was going to be. Will I take CL Sensei's lesson? Of course I will. She's just a treat. Hello. I'm the teacher of this classroom, CL. For the 6th period class, let's think about the basics of finding people. To be straightforward, Tono-kun does not know how to find people. No, he does not. Please consider the reason why she ran away. Why, where, and to do what. If you piece those together, you will find an answer. In other words, she got hungry, so she went into the alley to do some sucking. That's, nonsense. Violent CL, glasses, Indian. I mean, it's a weird translation. Usually they call her Curry or Curry Senpai. The session's finished. Please continue enjoying the main storyline. Yeah, her calling her Indian is strange. I remember mostly her calling her Curry Senpai. Yeah? What is it, CL? Why are you pulling out something like a shotgun and a machine gun and a Vulcan cannon? Arc, India has nothing to do with it. Nothing? Oh my, glasses got pissed off, nya. Whoosh, sound effect. I do love the CL Sensei's lessons. Well, I guess that was a thing. Really, I don't know how else to describe what just happened. Let's see, this one, I think. Yeah, I'm going to take a quick sip of water. Or a quick-ish sip of water. And, well, there's not much else we can do besides look in the commercial district. And I'm going to say now, there is a very, very real possibility that I will be making a random cut at some point. When and where, I don't know, as, well, there's something that's going to happen soon that I don't want to record. Or at least I don't want to upload at the very least. Anyway, let's look in the commercial district, shall we? It's the last option we have left. We could just keep going to the same day over and over again, but let's not do that. That's boring. I'll search the shopping district. Even though she was in so much pain, she's not the kind of person to rest because of it. She told me to go back. In other words, she was saying she won't be going back. I think she plans on finding the vampire by herself. Then, I'll go to the shopping district and find the vampire or the dead before she does. Arcueid can't find them, but I can spot the dead if I take off my glasses. Alright. Taking off my glasses and grimacing from the slight headache, I run to the shopping district. The pain races through my forehead. I'm not particularly concentrating on looking for lines, but it seems running through the town without my glasses on is a huge burden on my brain. Damn it. Still, I'm not finding anything. All the people walking through the shopping district have normal lines on them. I don't see anyone painted with the disjointed scribbles I saw before. Ow. I rub my temples with my fingers. As long as I have my glasses off, this headache will only get worse. Wasn't this, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't this headache described as sort of similar as our brain trying to shut down and prevent us from actively turning into a vegetable, basically? Oh well, it's not like Shiki's known for listening. But still, I can't give up this easily. Taking a deep breath, I start to run through the shopping district once more. I start to pant from the exertion. The exhaustion from running, coupled with the pain in my head, makes me nauseous. No matter how many times I run around, I can't find any dead or anything out of the ordinary. Lifting up my hand to my forehead, I feel a feverish heat. It really does feel like I have a high fever. Damn it, I'm not done yet. I tell myself this as I start to run once more. And then... not here, but somewhere further away. In a narrow alleyway between two buildings, I can see something like sparks flying in the air. No, more accurately, it feels like the points of death are shooting forth and disappearing. There is no mistake. It's exactly the same as when Arcueid defeated the dead before. She, in that condition, is fighting by herself? Found her. Forgetting my pain and weariness, I dash towards the alley. The entrance to the alley. I run to the narrow path between the buildings. Death is flying through the air and fading away. How many is she fighting? There's an enormous amount of it. I can hardly bear it. As I run to the alley, my spine groans in protest. As if a saw was slowly but surely slicing through my spine, a pain works its way from inside me. My instincts scream at me. They say where I'm going is too dangerous, and I have to go back. Shut up. But that goes without saying. The amount of death there isn't normal. Inside, I know something terrible is happening inside this city, or inside this alley, but I can't turn back now. I can't leave Arcueid alone. If I run away here, she might go off and die. I can't shake off that feeling, and I enter the alley filled with death. What? My mind freezes. What I see is surreal. Scattered all across the ground are the figures of numerous people. Faceless, limbless, their stomachs sliced open, the corpses bathed entirely in crimson. On the wall, the ground, even the moon overhead, everything here is just red. A dull, sickening sound. The last one, the last human shape full of lines, expires from her hands. With a single hand, she smashes the head of the dead into the wall, squishing it like a tomato. As if not satisfied, she tears the headless body vertically in half and smashes it onto the ground. Arcueid. The world is filled only with red and the moonlight. In the center of it all stands Arcueid. She doesn't notice I'm here. She only looks up at the moon in a trance and breathing heavily. I can't speak. The pain inside me reaches a feverish pitch. It seems like the saw has cut all the way through. Creak, creak. My entire mind is screaming. I shouldn't be here. I don't want to die, it shouts. Then Arcueid's eyes suddenly shift. Her eyes aren't her usual crimson, but a golden flare. It's not that our eyes have met. It's just that I looked at those eyes. Thump. My blood races throughout my entire body and my mind is jolted. At first, a sense of overwhelming crisis. I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be in front of that thing. It will kill you. You can't stand up to it. That creature is on an entirely different level. Not a matter of higher or lower, but something beyond evaluation. Before that thing, just being there means death. Thump. My entire body throbs. At first, it was fear. Then, a desire to kill. Because that thing shouldn't exist. So kill it. Hurry up and kill it. Kill it here. Kill it now. In the name of this blood, take that thing here and destroy it. My heart pounds furiously. I know there's no way I can face it, but my entire body screams for me to kill it. What a contradiction. Is it telling me to kill it even though I know it's going to kill me? Is it telling me so I don't want to be killed, so kill instead? No. I am not here. Those eyes. I must not look at those golden eyes. I know this, but I can't escape her eyes. Thump. Thump. My blood boils. The stimulating throb of my blood. But there's something else that tries to burst through my consciousness. Why do I want to kill? Are you going to kill before being killed because you don't want to die? No, that's not a reason. There's no need to kill. There's no need for a reason to kill. Be honest, Tonoshiki. Already, from a long time ago, you wanted to take this woman out and... Shut up. No, your reason and conscience should shut up. That's how it should be. I just want her. I want Arcueid. Remember this feeling from that time. You know, you knew from the first time you saw her. Since that time you killed that creature with your hands and lost your virginity as a killer. Yes, I want all of it. Her heart, her body, her tears, her saliva, her blood, her flesh, sin and punishment, desire and impatience. My breathing is out of control. I can't get a grip on my mind. Her eyes are consuming me. Those swaying, golden eyes. That is, something that cannot be killed, no matter how much I kill it. Shiki. Arcueid realizes I'm here. As soon as she sees I'm fixated to her eyes, she changes them to their crimson color. But by now, it's far too late. I bring out my knife and push Arcueid down. Her powerless body is easy to push. I straddle her. One arm at her neck, the other arm holding my knife overhead. All that's left is to strike between her breasts. Calm down. This isn't what you want, Shiki. I can hear her voice. The core of my brain starts to overheat. Shut up. My arm tightens around her neck. She painfully lifts her chin. I can't believe it. With all her strength, she can't even free this one arm right now. Shiki. Breathing painfully, Arcueid coughs out my name. Thump. My heart beats hard in my chest. I pant. And pant. My breathing is out of control. My vision is blurry and indistinct. The fire inside of me, I have to release it right away. Panting, I slowly start to move. I move my hips down to her stomach. Spreading her legs, I press myself between them. This is the part where I'm going to pause because I don't want to upload and read through the rest of this until what happens next. So I will see you guys in what should be a, pretty quick instant for you, but will probably be a couple of minutes skimming through and, waiting for the scene to end because I don't remember where it ends. But anyway, see you in a minute, or in a second. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, more or less, and, there was a choice between, if you want to go full on with it or not, I guess, to play a bit, coy. So I made a backup save there because if you choose to go through with it, you get a flag, and then a little bit later at another choice, it leads to a bad end. Like way, way later. Like, God, that it's probably like 2 or 3 episodes from now. Like 3 or 4 choices from now, I think. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 choices from now. And it leads to a bad end, and I don't remember what that bad end is, because I probably didn't watch it. But basically, the canon version, like, I'm going to go and show that bad end later, whenever it's appropriate, basically. And I will know, and it'll probably be a little bonus thing or something like that. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. That's later problems. But anyway, the canon choice, and the choice we're going to go with and actually show, is that we did not go through with it. I pull back from her body. The headache disappears, and my heart returns to normal. The urges rampaging inside me have also disappeared, and I finally start to comprehend what I just did. What have I can't believe it. but the memory is all too clear. How I pushed her down, how I choked her and held my knife over her, and the disgraceful things I did afterwards. Just moving my mouse, and I click to see if I could advance it. I can't, as it turns out, click off the window and advance it, because of course you can't. That's smart. That's intelligent to know that you can't, whatever. I don't know what to say. Arcueid adjusts her clothes and stands up. I don't know how to apologize. Just saying sorry, how can that make it up? Arcueid, don't worry about it. I'm the one who should apologize. She looks away uncomfortably. What are you saying? I was the one who did something wrong. If only I had been stronger, that never would have happened. No, I don't think it was something you could have resisted, because you saw my mystic eyes. Mystic eyes? Like Nero's eyes? Exactly. I wasn't sane earlier. I was so thirsty I couldn't control myself. That's why I found some of the dead and tried to replace that urge with the urge to destroy, to stave it off. Back then, I was unable to hold myself back, so that's why you saw my mystic eyes when you came. Certainly, I felt odd from that time I saw your golden eyes, but that's just that. I, with my own will... No, that's wrong. Shiki, my mystic eyes of enchantment completely captivate whoever looks upon them. I think that's why you started to feel all those sexual desires. That can't be right. Because even if she wasn't controlling me, I might still like her. Anyway, this was all because of my carelessness. I'm sorry, Shiki. I actually had to... That's actually a bit out of character for Arc, for the most part. Well, not entirely, but, I manipulated your body without any regard to your feelings. Her gaze shifts away as she says this. Being apologized to like this hurts my heart, because I didn't feel like I was manipulated at all. Rather, it seems like I used it to obey my own lust. Arcueid, Don't apologize. Shiki, this was all an accident. I'll forget about it, so please forget about it too. I think it's better for the both of us that way. Saying that, she starts to walk away quietly. Arcueid, I think this is enough for tonight. I killed all these dead tonight, so it's probably useless to search any further. That's fine, but what do we do with that mountain of dead bodies? If someone finds it, there will be trouble. There's no need to worry. When something becomes a vampire and dies, it won't leave a trace. Those who refuse to return to the earth become ash to be scattered to the wind once they die. They will return and disperse on their own in a while. Without turning around, she disappears from the alley with weak steps. I can't stop her now. I still feel the sensation of Arcueid on my hands. Idiot. What a stupid idiot I am. I groan to myself. In the alley, which became a stage of tragedy, I look up at the moon in remorse. And I think this, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to finish off this episode. What is going to happen with the relationship between Shiki and Arc? I mean, you guys didn't see it. I've read it. I've read this entire visual novel just about, save for a couple of choices and probably one or two of the bad ends. But I don't think there's any bad ends that I haven't seen, save for one, from this point on, if memory serves, anyway. But that's I should not tap my chair. That's a very difficult situation. A very, very difficult situation, and they both blame themselves. It's interesting. I know a bit more of the lore behind, how things work, because I'm a massive nerd and like to read stuff like that. But in case you don't, it's interesting. And once you know the routes, once you've known the game, where through the game, it's interesting to go and look at some of the extended Nasuverse about, and the way that some of the powers work and the way that they're explained and other things. It's very interesting to me. But anyway, this is the end of the episode, and I hope to see you all in the next one.